Hey guys, it's July. Welcome to the pocket. I have to set up, actually, first of all, I gotta remove that. I don't know why that's in there. Okay, I do have a sticker to put on here. I have a few things I need to do. I'm not gonna do this right now, but I always put I can show you. I can just show you. I have to pull this out. Ugh. I always run a skinny piece of washi over this. I don't know why. That always gets trapped underneath. That always gets trapped underneath the dashboard. And I will be doing a dashboard. Actually, you can really see it really good here in the Scotch tape I use. Sorry. I will be doing that in here, obviously much smaller, but not today. Today is going to be full transparency. I am filming this in 2 videos. I'm going to film setting up my, oh crap, I don't have word of the year. That's not going in there today. But I am gonna cut down my 2025 and my July covers, and I'm going to set up my month. I got my tiny stickers here. And then in another video I'm gonna do this, because yeah, it's a lot and I kind of want to break it up. But because this is a new book and because I'm not used to being in this cover, I'm going to take this cover, set it off to the side, and let's do this. So this is something I always do, and I don't do this a lot on camera, so I want to make sure I show you guys. I always find the 2025 I want. I want this one. But sometimes I'm like, ooh, I like the way that looks. Or I'm like, oh, I want this one. This is the one I want. So knowing that, I think I'm going to trim along this 25 and then see what I've got. You could measure this. 100% you could measure this. I don't know why I don't. I don't have a good answer. I also can tell you that, let me move my keyboard here. This is my favorite cutter. It is the steel bar, and it has this like, it's like a half circle. It's hard to find. I think Fiskars did away for. I'm like, is this Fiskars? I think Fiskars did away with it, and I'm slightly devastated because this is the best cutter I've ever had for a slide cutter. And yeah, I'm just devastated. Okay. Now, the other thing I can say, because this is like a really slim piece, if you're trying to use as much of this as possible, you might not want to do what I do. Totally understandable. I'm going to cut right along the top of that, but I think I need to figure out the width first. I think that's where we need to go first. I think I'm going to cut it along this too. I feel like that might be too much. That might be too far. So maybe we'll trim it right along like that too. Okay, somewhere in there. Somewhere in between those two. I think we're going to go right there. I don't know that that was straight. Wow, that feels so small. Yeah, I trimmed too much. It's fine. Now, I want to trim this off, and then I'm going to trim that off. So I'm really being wasteful with this. If that, honestly, it's probably driving somebody crazy. And I'm sorry. I see you. I'm not typically that. Yep, and then the bottom of that. I'm typically I try, but if I get in my head like I want this 25, I'll do what I want. I will use these. I really will. Okay, so that one is good. We will. Anyway, let's do the July one. So for this one, I think I'm going to focus on this one, also to be less wasteful, because that bothered me a little bit. So I'm going to trim this edge. You can kind of see where it cuts into this July. It's a printer thing, and like this up here. So I'm going to trim that off and then figure out my width. Hopefully a little better of a job. Okay, that is definitely garbage. Let's see here. I think on this side of the U, but I actually think I need to go a little shorter, like this side of the U. We're gonna do it. If I have to trim a little more, I will, but that one was so, like, I misjudged that last one so bad. So I think I'm gonna go right here. It still feels small. Okay. That's better though. Okay, I want that. Do I want to get those two? I think so. So I think I'm going to trim right at the top of this and then see where my bottom has to go. Garbage. I'm not going to use that. I could. Actually, you know what I should do? No, just stopping me. I should save all those pieces and do it like a collage. So I need you right above that 0. I really should do that though. I'll save that piece. Okay. Guys, typically I do July in red, white, and blue, and this year I'm going all purple. My intent is that July, the entire month of July, is purple. Why, you say? Well, because I love purple, and you all know that. No shock there. But actually, I have an ulterior motive. I really haven't done that in a while. I'm looking for my squeegee. I haven't done a whole month of the same color. Because I've really worked hard to push myself to not always be purple, always be in my comfort zone, always be using the same colors. And I have a ton of washi in different colors, and I wouldn't pick up pink very often, but I do because the planner community is very big into pink. And so therefore, I've had to change my opinions about pink. Well, I haven't had to change my opinions, but I've had to soften my hatred of pink. I don't hate pink. It's just never going to be my favorite. I don't even know. I grew up in the time where pink was hardcore girls and blue was hardcore boys, and I've never done well with people telling me what I should and shouldn't do. So purple it was. That's cute. I like it. Okay, next. Yeah. So anyway, I've decided, because there is some, this leans more pink, but I've decided that I want to do a whole month of different purples. I have enough purple washi. This won't be a problem at all. So with that, I should be fine. Okay, I'm so worried this is going to take a left turn while I do this. These laid out really, is that a Cole hair or an Amy hair? These laid out really nice. Like there's no, I think I just did that self-imposed wrinkle. These are really nice. These did really good. Usually when there's watercolor, I did let the watercolor sit for a few days, and I closed the book and had it in here snapped. But usually I still get crinkly, so I'm really happy about that. Let's set up July. Where is, oh, I know where it is. I do know where it is. I was like, I have a thing. I have an envelope for my monthly stickers. Okay, so one thing I have to remember is that I do my stickers Monday through Sunday because that's how I like my weeks. If you didn't know, but I like my months Sunday. So I always have to, when I'm pulling stickers, these are my Charlie font. These are my tiny stickers. They're smaller. I can show. Let's do some show and tell. I say that and then I probably should have just went into my... So see, this is the difference. I need to do this picture. I'm gonna leave this out. That's the difference. And it's great for tiny planters like Hobonichis and Pocket. So that's where my tiny line came into be. It all started because I wanted to do small icon holidays. It's a weird thing how it all started, and then it evolved into this, and like I'm really happy here. And then this sticker, I really like how this looks. It's new. This is a new tiny one. I have dates. Let me show you my dates. So this is my regular size date stickers. These are my tiny ones. And then this is Cole. It's a different font. Cole. That I've got in here. It's kind of an in-between size. So, but these come in the regular size. Anyway, that was fun. But these are also super freaking little. Actually, they fit really good in the 5. I'm pretty sure this is the 5mm. Is it? Is this grid 5? I can't ever... Yeah, it's 5. Rattle things. Okay, I'm gonna speed up the numbers because nobody needs to see me place all the numbers. Purple and blue. These are not in my shop. Some point they might be, but they're not right now. Nope. Might use those. Actually, I think I'm gonna use those. January weekend. Here's my days. I'm not doing a gratitude log, guys. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna put my little July right there. Bam. Why aren't my holidays? Why don't I have a set of holidays in here? I really should. I'm going to use those for my days, I think. They're big, but maybe they'll work. Okay. I do need my little stickers because I think I have cupcakes here. So July 4th is Hannah's. Wow, those cupcakes look so big. Oh, well, that's kind of perfect. Wendy is the 8th. Ross is the 9th. I don't think I'm putting that one in there. I don't wish that person a happy birthday anymore, so I guess I won't. I'm going to put a little heart. I want to find where are my clear hearts. There's a couple clear hearts. Do a turquoise one on the 15th. Oh, 15th is also a birthday. My mom and dad's, what would have been my mom and dad's anniversary. So, but it's also Haley's birthday, and I do wish her a happy birthday. I think I've got July covered. I feel like I might be missing somebody, but I kind of am, and it's okay. I don't know. This is Hannah. I gotta make sure I wish Hannah a happy birthday. She makes my list now. Okay, let me see if I can find holiday stickers too. I feel like those might be, no, they should be in here too. too much going on. Yeah, here we are. Okay, I have 4th of July. That's the only holiday this month except for maybe one of these, but I gotta look them up. I don't even know anymore. I need my own little cheat sheet, so that's something I'm gonna have to create at some point every year. I do want to put dots for my paydays. I'm just doing mine. So I get paid on the 4th, which actually is going to be the 3rd. And then I get paid on the 18th. August is a 3 paycheck month. Woohoo! Thank you. I'm probably going to need it in August too, so that's good. That's my basic setup, guys. Okay, so I'm going to shrink down my word of the year. It'll probably be in here before I film my weekly. So I sketched out that I was going to cut this page and this page, so those two, and if I cut these off, that would be my week overview would span the up here, and then this is going to be where I put my sticky note. So different on a small little pocket notebook. But I love it. So it's going in there. So if I cut this, and this is the top of the week, that'll be interesting. I might move this down a little. It's getting weird. And then I see how I sketched it out, but I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be a running to-do list. And however, like I'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll have enough pages to do it, and that this is a test. So that is what I'm going to set up next time. Till then, be kind.